Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive. Now, you'll all agree that vintage cars, especially those built in the early 1940s and 50s, are the finest examples of automotive art, what with their flowing lines and lovely little details. Today, you can get to see style like that in the museums and vintage car shows, or you can get your hands on a Bufori. Here's Bert with more.
In a few months from now, we're going to have yet another automobile manufacturer introducing their products in the Indian market. Now, this manufacturer isn't targeting the masses segment. They aren't going to be making hatchbacks or sedans. This manufacturer, on the contrary, is so niche. They would be very ecstatic to sell just about a dozen cars in India. That manufacturer is Bufori, and this, the La Joya, is their offering for India. La Joya incidentally means the jewel in Spanish, and Bufori is an acronym for beautiful, unique, fantastic, original, romantic and irresistible.
The Bufori may have these elegant lines that are predominantly found in classic and vintage cars. You'd see several of them in circulation at classic and vintage car shows around India. But then, this car is as contemporary gets. For instance, all this fantastic looking bodywork, well, it's made entirely from carbon fiber, which is what Formula 1 cars are made of, and Kevlar, which is what bulletproof vests are made of. But that means not only is this body extremely light, this car incidentally weighs just 1.4 tons, but it's also very, very strong. And then there's also the chassis. It's made from mild steel. That means again it's light. But of course, it's got enough torsional rigidity and it's never ever going to corrode.
Well, when this car is offered in India, it will have a 3.3 litre V6 petrol engine, which will make around 280 horsepower and over 300 Newton meters of max torque. Elegant touring just doesn't get any better. The La Joya has all the characteristics of a sports car. Lightweight body shell, lightweight chassis, fantastically powerful engine. But yet, this car is so graceful. It's got some brilliant ride quality. And it's so elegant, so effortless in its performance. Well, it's a very unique drive.
The engine is fairly responsive. Well, the chassis, the suspension, they're all very well sorted out for most conditions. And the La Joya feels very dynamic. The steering responses are also brilliant. It's a very precise car to drive. And the ride quality, well, it's very supple with great cushioning. It's firm when you need it to be, and I'm quite sure it's going to be very good on Indian roads. When Bufori claims that they are bespoke car manufacturers, what they mean is that you can customize this car to the nth degree. That means there are levels within levels that you can choose from. That includes the interior trim or exterior paint and finish. This car can be customized to whatever you specify. Of course, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money as well. Well, roughly around 8 zeros in that checkbook.
Coming back to the acronym which Bufori stands for, the La Joya is a beautiful car. How can it not be with all that gorgeous coachwork? It's also a very unique car. We haven't seen anything like it on Indian roads so far. As for fantastic, yes, this is a fantastic car to drive. Well, where romantic is concerned, take your girlfriend out for a drive in this car and she's never ever gonna refuse you when you pop the question.